Hello everyone, this is Lilium, and I want you to hang out with me for a while today, since I'm gonna show you a lot of stuff that might also trigger your ASMR. And it's gonna be kind of my longest video that I've ever made, filled with sounds, stories, and just pure relaxation. So I have some different objects with me, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objects, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind the object, and then I'm gonna play a little with it. So I'm gonna start with my first item, which is this beautiful necklace. I don't know if you can see it, but it is sort of like two ballerinas that are dancing around this glass pearl. And it was kind of funny, this story, because I was at the tanning salon. I guess just a tanning center where you pay some money and you go in. And it was years ago. I think it's 4 or 5 years ago. And I come into my room and lock the door, and on the hanger I see this necklace just hanging there. I was like, wow, whoever left this here must be sad that they lost it, because it's so pretty. It's really cute, and I love the length of this necklace, and it has a little pearl on the bottom, and it weighs quite a lot, or like you can feel that it's real silver. So that the glass pearl's like a little bit see-through. I really like that about this piece. Two girls dancing. It's very cute. So I sometimes wear this with, over a t-shirt with no print, or together with a long shirt, or just with a tank top of a neutral color and this over it. It's a really nice piece. And then I took it home. I know I'm bad. I couldn't resist. I was like, up for grabs. So I took it home and showed it to my mother. And she thought it was very cute too. The long chain is so nice. I like the way that it's made. The next object that I have is these. These are fluorescent pencils, and the story was basically that me and my girlfriend, we went to this art museum together, and it's one of my favorite art museums here in Denmark. So we went around their shop. They have a shop with different items, and I looked at these and I said to her, wow, they're so cool. I've never seen fluorescent pencils before. See them here? They don't look fluorescent on this camera, sort of, but they are. And yeah, she got something for herself, and we went outside, and I was still, like thinking about the crayons or the pencils. And she said to me, like, did you really want the pencils? And would you be happy if you had them? I said, yeah, of course. And then she pulls up a little bag and she bought them for me. So I was so happy, and I've been using them for my artwork to color, and yeah, they are just so amazing, and I love to draw, so these were really cool too. Yeah, to put in a different kind of spark to my drawings. So you basically open the crayons at the top. This little, it's like in a little plastic bag or form that they come in. And there you go. It's the top. Open it, and you can take them out from there. And so far, I have been using like this fluorescent red, fluorescent green, and fluorescent blue. I've been using those three so far. I still have a lot of them to test out for real. So items and items for creating, drawing with, creating different expression. Something about art shops that really soothe me. They're pretty long, so they should last me a good while. Okay. I'm gonna take them out. There's the blue. Pretty. The fluorescent yellow. Green. Pink. Orange. And the last one is red. These are all my missing colors. You get happy just by watching them. They're a little slippery here. I think I'm just gonna take 3, put the rest aside. Okay. So these are some of the colors of the elements. We have red, fire, yellow for air, green for earth, that's blue for water, nerve of my palm at least is very sensitive. It calms me when I do like this. I wonder if anyone else feels that. Also on the arm here. Very gorgeous. So, this is the box without anything in it at all. Just the hard plastic. So yeah. I'm gonna move along to my next object here in this little show and tell, and it is something I got for Christmas. Not the things that are on it, but the object in itself. Just this. My jewelry tree. It was extremely inexpensive, but it's so gorgeous. Okay. And I hang all of my earrings, necklaces, rings on it. Like, this is not everything that I own, but it's some of it. So I made this tree into kind of a golden tree with all of my different things on it. Some of you might notice these earrings. I've worn them in my videos before. These are very cute. They're little dangling earrings that are very sparkly. Very cute. And then we have my leaf earrings. They're like sort of see-through. I don't know if you can tell. They're very adorable. And I've gotten a little heart necklace down here, which my grandmother gave me, with a tiny diamond in it. It's probably hard to see here. You've got my 2-finger ring with little like knits on it. What do you call studs? Yeah. And got this other ring, which is from my mom. It has 2 hearts in it, and it's from when she was young, when she actually was confirmed, and she bought this for some of her money. She gave it to me. And this one right here is a little flower earring, very cute. So those are basically all of my jewelries. I saw this tree in one of those stores that have a lot of little knickknacks. for a very cheap price. And I told my mother, oh, I really like this. And it's practically no money at all. So she didn't have an excuse not to give it to me. I love to look at this. It's a very pretty way to store your jewelry. Also to like remind yourself that you actually have some. So yeah, I place this jewelry tree in my hallway so that every time I go up there or every time that I come home, it is one of the first things that I see. It's my little tree. Tiny little holes in the leaves all over it, so you can put your jewelries in there. But honestly, I think it would be too bad to fill it all the way out, because the tree is so beautiful in itself, really. It's really gorgeous. So that is my little tree of gold for you. Not all of it is. Far from everything is real gold, FYI. So let's get on with it. The next item I have is, a lot of you are probably going to be sent right back to your childhood. And I've got this, like a scrape, this says here scrape foil, scraper foil in gold. And you have to scrape the printed lines to create the gold engraving. And this I'll actually be making separate video with, because I think scratchy noises is really good. You can of course test it out a little here. And it comes with this scraper in the back, and then it's a print of the giraffe. I thought it was amazing, and I got this in an art shop in Ghent, Belgium. I love it. And I actually picked it out especially for you guys, because I thought it would make a great trigger. And it says here, your scraper foil board has printed guidelines. So scrape the lines with the tool provided to create the engraving. And then you can brush away any scraped off ink afterwards. Basically, it says up here that this piece I'm making is for 8 years and older. So I guess I still qualify. But no kidding, this is actually a lot more time consuming than it might seem. I was just also so nostalgic when I saw this, because yeah, I used to do a lot of these when I was a child. I'll have a hot cup of tea with sugar, and I would sit on cold autumn afternoons inside and do these. So there also was a little practice sheet included for scratching for the, what's it called? Yeah, this little practice piece. But I can at least show you how far I've come. And I made one tiny mistake. So I still have a little way to go. But this is how it looks so far. I made a little mistake right by the ear, as you can see. But I still think, oh, he's adorable. So cute. And the gold is really shiny. So I guess I could do a little bit of the scraping now, as a sort of, premiere. Just get out the scraper here. This is how it looks like. Little scraper. So let's see here. I'll start right around the nose. Up at the ears, I actually haven't finished, because at one point when you do this for long periods of time, you just stare yourself blind where the black and the red is. Because the reddish brown is like kind of the background that you have to scrape out. And you have to keep the black. So, but so far it's like, it's actually okay. Go around the nostril here. They also had a lion and he was so gorgeous. Really gorgeous, but he cost like, what was it, 40 euros? So I decided that that might be a little bit over my budget. But this one was very affordable. Twist it, and the wider side can be used for larger areas, and just the very tip for fine details. This I can basically spend hours doing. I enjoy it. Sends me right back. But then again, I'm also good at, when it's something that interests me, I am good at doing it for long periods of time. So you can see I continued a little bit around the nose and here, but I will probably make another video from that if you guys will like it. It's just to show you, because I was excited about it. Okay. So this book is actually my journal, and I have been keeping journals since I was 13, but I haven't written so much in, the past 5 years ish. But this journal is very special to me because it's from my mother and father. It's very nice. I think it's leather. It's a leather book. You can see how it's shiny, and it has these knittings on the side, which I think makes it, look like old and rustic, and then you open it here, and then you basically have your journal. I haven't written this all the way out, but as you can see, it has like floral prints on the sides. we bought this. My mom and dad bought this for me in London, in a place called Portobello Road. I remember that trip because it was my mom and dad's like their 25th year of being married. So instead of throwing a huge party, they wanted to take me and my brother, and themselves of course, to London. And this was a memory from there. These are leather strings, and there used to be a little leather string in here also, but it fell out or something, I don't know. But it used to like wrap around the book so I could keep it closed. But yeah. I really love it. It's very smooth, the texture. The pages are so nice. You can see it's really old. Like, not 1,000 years, but has some good years behind it. In the beginning, my father and my brother wrote something to me that I also thought was hilarious. And my dad wrote, "Crisps or nuts, my love?" And it's because we went into this bar to get a pint, and this lady who was behind the bar, she asked my dad, and she'd never seen him before, and we found it very odd, but it's completely common in London that you call each other love. And my dad was very taken aback when she asked him, when he ordered the beers, and she asked him, "Crisps or nuts, my love?" And he was like, crisps? Yeah. My brother, he basically, he wrote it in Danish, because I'm Danish, but translated, he wrote that art is ridiculous. That, yeah, he doesn't believe in art. He thinks it's just a, yeah, it's basically just a joke. That our world is a joke. Because we went to Tate, Museum of London, and watched a lot of modern art, and I was just, because I love art. And he thought it was too modern for him. Yeah, everyone has their own taste. this day, I wrote in it that we went to South Bank Centre and we had been walking on London Tower Bridge, and we also saw the Tower of London. And the evening we would go to eat spaghetti. And the time went so fast. It really did. It always goes too fast when you're having fun. So yeah. Lots of memories in here. But I really love the floral prints with the little leaves and like flower petals in here. It's very nice. This you can see where it ties together. Right here in the middle. And yeah. Basically, I hate to admit it, but I haven't used it quite as a lot as I used my other diaries. I don't know why. It was around that time I stopped writing. But I wrote all through my teenage years. And it's pretty funny sometimes. I like to take them out and read what I was going through at that point in time. This is my diary. One of my most precious items. And as I looked around my apartment to find stuff for this, to show you, I realized I actually don't have a lot of interesting things. But I hope that so far you're entertained. And hopefully very relaxed. So yeah. So, as my last object, or objects actually, they are these. They're little candles for, small candles. You can see the texture of it is kind of like a little see-through-ish. The candles inside. And I actually made these myself, which is why I'm showing them. And I made one in this fluorescent pink, and I also made one in fluorescent orange. As you can see, when there is no light in it, it doesn't look like anything. So there is quite the difference as to if you put a candle in it or if you don't put a candle into it. So yeah, I basically made these with some sort of like tape, and then I painted the tape with acrylic paint, and I had a fixation spray to, just keep the color in, and if water comes on it, then it's okay. It's not gonna ruin it. So yeah, I really love these. these, and I have made 5 of them. 3 in pink, and I think 2 in orange. Or then it's 2, 3 in orange. But I made 5 in total. And these little glasses actually used to hold like a little kind of cheesecake dessert thingy, like with also ones with chocolate mousse, and oh, they were so good. So I had an excuse to buy more of them. So I could make myself some candles and not just throw away the glass, because they're perfectly usable. So I got all crafty and made myself these. I actually love the result, and I still use them very often. So sending you some light and warmth wherever you are. Happy thoughts. Sending you love and peace. And I hope that you will sleep deeply.